the time frame for finding land to having a house on the ground ready to sell? Can you walk us through like your process of what that looks like?
Too damn long. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It is too long. I know Hal probably feels the same. Handcuffs and get painted in a corner. We try to operate with a sense of urgency, and the reality is by the time someone brings us some land opportunity and we vet it through contract, due diligence, feasibility, we've got to go through, make sure we're in the zoning compliance. We'll have multiple readings at the Planning Commission from sketch, preliminary plat, final plat, start the whole construction drawings with the engineers, with the civil drawings. That process, 2 years minimum. So we're hedging our bet. Let's say you guys find a piece of land, $1 million. We want to contract it and develop it, do the infrastructure on it, and then actually have houses to deliver to sell.
And almost 3 years to actually having a house ready to sell.
From once something is brought to us, and we're actually, realtors are able to put a sign in the front yard with a beautiful new construction house. I'd say that's from raw land concept to community, that's how long it takes.
Yeah.
Which is way too long.
Yeah, and you got to think about that, guys. For a builder, let's say they go spend $2 million, $3 million, $5 million on a piece of land. They were financing that at 3%, 3.5% a year ago, right? And those loans aren't fixed. Now they're carrying that $5 million piece of land at 9%, perhaps. What do you see?
No, you're 100% correct. I mean, that's two plus years on developing anything, honestly, that has some size to it. So, and again, you don't know what the market's going to look like. You know, you have to make that decision to invest that money up front. And, you know, who knows what it's going to look like and when you're ready to put the product. The challenge is, you know, the municipalities are difficult. I mean, even if you have relationships, you know, with your council people and the planning commission and stuff like that, it's still, it's difficult. Honestly, the neighborhoods, you know, neighbors will put expectations on you that are kind of unrealistic, hard to meet, and that helps, and that means some stuff, you know, sometimes, but still it doesn't shorten the process, shorten the time frame. The review cycles on the engineering side are an extreme challenge. Even when you get subdivisions built and you're trying to sign off, just getting, you know, letters of credit. You know, you have to fund the development, and if it costs $1 million, $2 million, whatever it costs, normally you have to put up that same amount of capital for letters of credit. And that is if, you know, there's a problem with the streets or the sewer lines over the next year, the city wants to know that, hey, I can, if you don't come back, Mr. Builder or developer, I can take your letter of credit, cash it, and fix the problem. Well, getting this, the cities to release those letters of credit, it's a challenge. They just don't get in a hurry doing it. The bank's calling saying, hey, it's going to renew, you're going to have another fee, you know, to renew it. And it's just, it's frustrating. But again, it's part of doing business, and you kind of become numb to it and make the best out of it and push forward.
Yeah, and the reason we wanted to ask that question, guys, is that's a, you know, and realtors understand it more than the general public, but a lot of people are like, why don't they just build more houses? Well, find me 200 acres, and 3 years from now, we can have you 300 houses on it or whatever that looks like. So it's not a fast process.